He would go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Haribo, Haribo. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Haribo, Haribo. Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is stay to the sweet chanting of his name. Haribo, Haribo. Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Haribo, Haribo. What's the value of your life if devotion you don't get? Haribo, Haribo. Take the name into your heart, take it with you when you part. Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Good morning, everybody. Grand Rising, Grand Rising.
OGEbeats.com.
Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, 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 Gauranga, 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 Nityananda, 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 Gaura, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Gauranga. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda. Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare, oh my Lord Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Purchase your
Rama,
tracks today.
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama
Purchase your
Rama,
tracks today.
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Purchase your tracks today.
All right, turn your microphones on. Let's do some chocolate
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama
Chaitanya Prabhu
Hare
Nityananda
Krishna
Chaitanya
Krishna
Hare Rama
Hare Rama
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare Rama.
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Hare
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 Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama Hare 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 Krishna
Rama Rama Hare Krishna
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 Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Hare Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Rama Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama
Hare
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 Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Hare Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna Hare
Rama,
Hare
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 Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Rama Rama
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare Rama
Rama,
Rama
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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama, Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama
Krishna
Hare Rama
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hari Hari
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hari
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna Hari 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 Rama
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Hari Krishna Hari
Rama, Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hari
Rama,
Rama
Rama, Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hari
Hare,
Hari Hari Krishna Hari
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna
Rama,
Hari
Rama,
Hari Hari
Hare
Rama Hari
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hari Hari
Krishna, Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hari Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama Hari
Hare
Hari Hari Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Krishna,
Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna
Hare
Hari
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama, Rama,
Krishna Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare,
Hari
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hari
Krishna,
Hari Hari Rama Hari Rama
Hare
Rama Rama Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari Rama Hari Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Hari
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Krishna Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Hari Rama Rama
Hare
Rama Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hari Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama, Hare
Rama Rama
Rama,
Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna
Oh,
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari Rama Hari Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare
Rama Rama Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hari
Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hari
Rama,
Hari
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Rama Hari
Hare
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hari 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 Rama
Hare
Hari
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama Hari
Rama,
Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna Hari
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari
Rama,
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Hari Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Hari
Krishna,
Krishna Hari
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna Hari 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 Rama
Rama,
Hari
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hari 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 Krishna
Krishna,
Hari
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hari Hari
Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Hari 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 Rama
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari Krishna
Hare
Hari
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Krishna,
Rama Hari Rama
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna
Rama, Rama,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna, Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Rama Hari
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Krishna Hari
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Oh, I
Hare
love
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari Rama Rama Rama
Krishna,
Hari
Krishna,
Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Krishna Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Rama Hari
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hari Hari Hari
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Hari Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hari
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Rama
Hare Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Rama,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hari
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hari Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama
Krishna,
Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hari 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 Krishna
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama
Krishna,
Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare,
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare,
Rama, Rama,
Hari
Hare
Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Hari
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Rama, Rama,
Oh, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hari 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 Rama
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Rama Rama Rama
Hare
Hari Hari
Rama,
Hari
Rama,
Krishna Hari
Rama,
Krishna 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 Hari
Krishna,
Hari Hari
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna
Rama, Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari Rama Hari Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Hare
Rama Hari
Rama
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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna
Hare
Hari
Rama
Krishna Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hari 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 Rama
Hare
Hari
Krishna
Rama
Hare Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hari
Rama
Hari 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 Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna
Rama Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama Rama Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna Hari
Krishna
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 Oh
Hari
my
Hari
God.
Hare
Oh, so much love. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama.
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna.
Ram,
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Oh,
Hare
Krishna
there's so
Hare
much.
Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Ram, Hare Ram, Rama
Please make
Rama
me
Hari
small.
Hari Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Ram Hari Ram Rama Rama
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Ram Hari Rama Ram
Krishna,
Rama Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hari
Hare.
Hari
Hare
Hari Ram Hari
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
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 Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hari
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
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 Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Rama
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Rama
Hari Hari Ram Hari
Hare
Rama
Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama Rama
Krishna
Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama.
Hari 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 Ram Hari
Hare
Rama Rama Rama
Hare
Hari
Rama
Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Hare Krishna
Rama
Ah,
Rama
Hari
Hare Hare
Hari Hari
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hari
Krishna,
Rama Rama
Krishna Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare
Hari
Rama
Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama.
Rama
Krishna
Rama Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hari
Krishna,
Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Ram Hari Ram
Hare
Hare
Rama
Ram
Rama,
Ram Hari 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 Krishna Hari
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hari Hari
Krishna
Hari Ram
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hari 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 Krishna Hari
Hare
Krishna
Rama Hare Rama
Krishna
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Krishna,
Rama
Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Ram Hari
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hari 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hari
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hari
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hare.
Hari
Rama
Ram
Hare
Hari
Rama
Ram
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari
Rama
Hari Hari
Hare
Ram Hari Ram
Rama Rama
Hare
Rama Rama
Krishna
Hari 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 Krishna Hari
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama
Hari Ram Hari Rama
Hare
Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hari 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 Ram Hari Ram Rama Rama
Hare
Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Ram Hari
Hare
Ram Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna
Hare
Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Ram Hari Rama Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram Hari Ram Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Ram Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Hari
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama Hare Rama Rama
Hare
Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Rama
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hari
Krishna
Hari
Krishna Krishna Hare
Rama Rama Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Hare
Hari Hari
Hare
Hari
Krishna
Rama
Hare Krishna
Rama
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hari
Rama
Rama
Hare Rama
Rama Hari Rama
Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama Hare Rama Rama Rama
Rama,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Rama,
Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare Hare
oh,
Krishna
Rama Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare Rama
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Rama
Ram,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna Rama Rama Hare
Oof. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama Rama Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Rama, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram.
Hare Rama
Where
Hare
is
Rama
he?
Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama
Hare
Hare Rama Rama Rama
Hare Hare,
Hare
Rama Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare Rama
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 Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama Rama
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
oh,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Rama Rama Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare, Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna Hare
Rama Rama,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama Hare
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare,
Hare
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 Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama Rama
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
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 Rama,
Krishna Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna,
Rama
Hare Hare, Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna Hare
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 Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama Rama
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna Hare Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Wow, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Jaya
Krishna.
Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya
Jaya
Jaya
Jaya Shri Chaitanya,
Jaya
Nityananda,
Jaya Jaya Jaya
Jaya
Jaya
Shri
Gaura
Advaita
Bhakta Vrinda.
Chandra, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya
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 Sri
Shri
Chaitanya
Chaitanya,
Jaya Nityananda
Nityananda,
Jaya Sri
Jaya Shri
Advaita
Advaita
Chandra.
Chandra, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
God, you know, it's this is the chanting is so it's such the perfect path. It is completely perfect. It's amazing. You know, I feel like it's just every day is like peeling an onion, like getting the coverings. Like I can totally relate to Krishna, that pastime. Krishna's in Vrindavan and he's taking the clothes off the gopis so it can be closer. And so I feel like this clothing is coming off and I just calling the Lord and he's there just by the call. He's there, you know, and because the clothing's off and the experience is there. It's like, yeah, you just call the Lord, he's there. And just his presence is so auspicious. I mean, it's what real auspiciousness is. Without experiencing this presence of the Lord and the devotee together, there's no real auspiciousness in this world. Yeah. Meeting a real devotee who actually has this relationship with the transcendental Lord, you know, like really close relationship. This is the ultimate. Is just, you know, that's where you get the ultimate perfection, just being around that vibration of a person who's really that close with Krishna. Because Krishna is really there. He's it's just like it says in the scriptures. He only recognizes his devotees because his devotees recognize him. See? His devotees welcome him. They welcome his ecstasy. They welcome these truths, you know, to be really close. They want to be close to the Lord. If you're going to be a wannabe, that's it. I want to be close. You should just have that mantra. Not I want to be guru. I want to be close with Krishna. Because everything comes from that. Then the Lord, oh yeah, I need somebody like that. I need a guru around, you know, to teach these things. See? And that's why if you want to get out of the I want to be guru thing, you got to be with those who I want to be with Krishna. See, that's Vrindavan. They're all like that. See, and the Lord Chaitanya wants to give that very easily just by this association. Yeah. You'll be I want to be with Krishna. Are you a wannabe there, Lalita? How about you, River? Are you a wannabe? Tom, are you a wannabe with Krishna?
When I brush away this false ego, he is here. Just brushing away the false ego, and he's already here.
Yeah.
Like
Takes
I do
time.
this, and then he is here.
Yeah, it just takes time. You just continue like I did and like everybody else is doing. We just, you just walk the walk, man. And it just happens. Part of it is too the frustration that's hard to like, just get away, and it just keeps coming back. Ask River, just get away, and it just keeps coming back to pester you. But eventually, it just drops. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So anyway, let's see here. So this is Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 32, Gopi stuff. Krishna continues to say, oh, wait a second. Yeah. Yeah, okay, 21. My dear girls, understanding that simply for my sake you have rejected the authority of worldly opinion. See, that's the test. When you get a real guru, that's the test. That's why, the test comes. Like worldly opinion goes, don't go over and be with Gaur Hari Das. Don't do it, man. This is illusion. And all these things. You have to reject worldly opinion or your parents or your friends at first. See, later on they come when they see your resolve. See, because when they start to see how happy you are being, where the place of deliverance is. See, so that's the secret, to attain what liberated souls have, which is a spiritual world. You have to become indifferent to worldly opinions. Otherwise, they'll try to take you away from this. And so that's why Sadhu Sangha is so important. Another reason is to be around people who have strong resolve and dedication. Oh, it means so much. We need that. It's like a parenting. Maya doesn't do that. Maya's is here to weaken our resolve in serving the transcendental Lord, to be in association with real devotees. See, because that means her downfall. That means she loses you. People don't like to lose their wealth in this world. See? So the wealth of people in Maya are resources. And especially at this time, who's the resource? Human beings. See? So that's why we're being used as resources by Maya if you go her way. If you go this way, Krishna is your resource. See, resource, it's where you get your resource. Where do you get your wealth? Where do you get your energy? See, the demons get their energy from batteries. They get life and energy from the people. They need to use them as a resource. See, and so that's the people in this world, they're exploiting all the resources in the world. See, they're just mad after them, mad after gold and building things and controlling stuff. It's a madness. It's totally, really is. And that's what keeps this world going like it is. Is this madness for these material opulences. See? So if you get the association of devotees, you become mad after Krishna. See, we are mad after the transcendental form of the Lord, not after his material form. That diminishes. I'm amazed how that works. People are eating, sleeping, mating, defending, like Prabhupada taught in the world. That's the prime occupation of people. And even now, it's just more sophisticated, more sophisticated eating. You just become a material connoisseur and you have fine delicacies and all that. It's not delicate at all, man. It's all illusions. It gets you attached more, and more proud. All poisons in this world. See? And this takes the poison off. Isn't it amazing? We become mad after Krishna, mad after chanting. Chanting his name is him. Mad after him in the form of his chanting, mad after him in his glorification of the absolute truth. See, we appear as madmen to people in the world because why? Because we're mad after reality and they're mad after illusion. See, those who consider illusion or darkness to be the light, they think people that are mad after the truth to be crazy like them. Okay? So this is Bhagavatam, man. This is the truth. This is what people need to see. This kind of madness was what Lord Caitanya showed and demonstrated. That's why we must demonstrate this kind of transcendental madness, becoming mad after and intoxicated in chanting the holy name. Otherwise, people are mad and intoxicated on the material opulences. It's driving them totally crazy, insane. We can see the signs of that now. Even it takes away your logic, your understanding, your clarity. You become a lunatic. See? You know how the moon rises, the lunatic comes from that? Lunatic. See? What happens? Because the emotions arise. When the moon arises and people become crazy. See? When the moon arises. And so that's going on. See, people's emotions are arising more. See, and becoming more and more crazy, more and more lunatics. Do you notice that around? Go look at if you look at the news, I don't know if you do or not. I find it interesting. I find it how the Lord's Maya works. Right now, there's more and more crazy things going on. People doing very crazy things. I've never seen a time where their sons are killing their mothers and fathers. And all kinds of weird stuff, killing their children, mothers killing their children. I mean, just day after day, people dying, and catastrophes and self-created catastrophes. This is the lunacy of the world, and people think this is crazy. See, no, it's the opposite. That's why we preaching the truth will set you free. People need to hear the truth. That's lunacy. That's because of lunacy. You're a lunatic because you're overly attached to the material world. You're overly attached to defending your possessions. See, if you want to defend anything, be around devotees and you'll learn how to defend Krishna like the devotees do in Vrindavan. Yeah, and Lalita, she likes to defend her Krishna even now. She doesn't like people attacking her Krishna, right? It's no good. See, so this all gets transferred into the truth, the reality. See, highest truth is reality. What is the highest reality? What we're doing, man. Chanting Hare Krishna is the highest path in association of devotees, is the perfect path. It's pretty good to chant amongst Vaidhi Bhaktas who are trying to do their duty and all that, with maybe just a little bit of attachment to the name. But man, you want the perfection of the path? Chant with devotees who are on the ecstatic platform, are mad after Krishna in the form of his holy name. Madly intoxicated with this chanting. Laughing and crying and all that. That is the ultimate reality. See, the Lord Caitanya isn't that amazing? That's why people honored him as the ultimate incarnation, because he brought the ultimate reality of Vrindavan. He showed it, demonstrated it, and taught its glories. And then his followers wrote about it and preached it like we're doing. We're preaching these glories of, hey man, come into the Vrindavan consciousness. It's sweet. It's wonderful. It's reality. This is where you become crazy for Krishna, crazy in love with Krishna. There's nothing like it. you're not going to find anything more true in this world than what's going on here. I haven't found it. What? How can you find it? Where do you find a greater demonstration of truth in this world, where you see the transcendental lunacy, where Krishna is that moon that makes your emotions, your transcendental emotions arise, and not the material moon that makes people insane's motions arise, who are insane after the material energy. See how it's all Krishna. Krishna is that moon in the material world, but he's also the moon of Vrindavan. You come here, he'll be your moon also. He's already many people's moons here. See, and then your emotions, your love of God will arise in this association. It's fantastic, man. We got the greatest thing going here, man. It's so nice to be able to, preach these truths, to share reality distinguished from illusion for the welfare of everybody. See, everybody can come here. A demon can, if you change, just repent. Repenting is easier than you think now. All you have to do is see the logic of being here and becoming free, getting the ultimate control over the Lord. You call God, who created everything, spiritually he didn't create it spiritually. It's always been there, but he's created everything materially that everybody wants. See? And if you get the Lord, you get everything. This the world doesn't know, and you get eternal life, immortality. You get all these virtue transcendentally. All qualities become purified. Your intelligence becomes not just intelligence that you do discipline and austerities to get. Like Acharya Dev, he did a lot of work, to learn the Vedas. He studied Sanskrit. He studied the books. He memorized the verses. Most Vaishnavas are like that, right? A lot of austerities to get this knowledge on that level. But still, they haven't got this kind of knowledge that comes from the emotional transcendental attachment to Krishna, because you get the essence of all knowledge. See, his understanding and understanding like those who are scholars like that are only good for scholarly people. And then it's not even that good because it's only intellectual still. See, this knowledge is the essence of truth, because a demon can come here. Klaus Schwab, you could come here. Trump could come here. Fanny can come here. And anybody can come here at any level of intelligence, in this mode, that mode, doesn't matter. This is the essence of truth, which applies for everybody to get into the greatest reality, the ultimate reality. This you don't get by study of the Vedas. The Vedas are searching and searching and searching for Krishna, but they don't find him. But a devotee who finds the association of real devotees and is directed, not misdirected, onto paths like even austerities and renunciations and vaidhi even. That's right now, because this is here, that's a misdirection. That's why I'm not directing people there. No, don't you come here. Everybody can come here. I mean, if you still say, no, I don't believe you, go, all right, well, fine. At least I did. I tried, right? I tried to tell you the truth. I can't help you don't have sufficient intelligence to understand it, but some will. Many are called and a few are coming, a few are chosen, man, one by one. Fanny comes, Sim comes, Eric is coming, Lalita, Tom, me, we're all kind of coming. You show me something more right than this. This is pure rightness. This is purified intelligence. Ooh, what feelings. Feelings. I love these feelings. They reveal all the Lord's dealings. Feelings. Oh, these awesome feelings. They reveal all my Lord's dealings. La-di-da-da-da. Where are you going to get truth like this? Come on, man. You guys should all pile in here, man. Let's do one big puppy pile. Get all the sanghas in here, man. Come on. Let's keep. What do you want to? We've already got Vrindavan is right in the palm of our hands, man. You know, right here. Come to Vrindavan. It's here. You know, why not? See, this is the highest truth. The real Bhagavatam is being preached here. The essence is preached here. The power to deliver anyone and everyone is here. All you have to do is come. All you have to do is agree. Agree to be delivered. What a perfect path, man. Just agree. Yeah, I think I want to be delivered. Okay, just follow the process. It was so hard. Turn your camera on, associate with the devotees here, make friends with the devotees, man. Just stay steeped in the vibration, percolate here, It's like a nice cup of coffee, in a percolator. Boop, 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 boop. Stay here, man. Percolate would be a nice cup for Krishna. You'll be a nice cup for Krishna, and Krishna will be in there, and you're in there you're the cup. He's the liquid gold.
Yeah, Guru Maharaj. It is now. I'm so happy that Sim says. I don't know why, but it finally makes sense why Guru is necessary. Because these transcendental emotional feelings, that's all you need to have to receive Krishna. But for God's sake, how can somebody develop such a feelings? Transcendental emotional feelings for the Lord. Now tell me, how can you develop such a thing if nobody helps you? If nobody gives you that spirit, plants that seed inside of you and helps you that it grows, so that finally you become a powerful devotee and a word for the Lord to deal with you, actually.
Yeah.
Come on, it's not possible by doing that by austerities. That's also far away from that.
Yeah.
From that bed of Krishna.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why it's just the intelligence. See, this is for if Krishna has to give you the intelligence, because you see, even great. Look at Acharya Dev's great intellect. Nice guy. He speaks nice and all that, but he's not attracted to this. This is real. Would be the summum bonum of intelligence for him. His intelligence would achieve perfection simply by coming here. This shows you that Krishna is delivering you because he give you the intelligence, because that intelligence is not strong enough to get you in the kingdom. It's still intellectual. You have to have divine intelligence that comes by the vibration. See, just by steeping in this vibration, this potency, this consciousness, you attune to it. It's all by association, everything. We're degraded into the modes of nature by associating with the modes of nature. So the devotees, they are vibrating on transcendental platforms. So that's why they say headed by a real guru. See, I found that I couldn't find a sangha that I could say was vibrating. They're all wannabes, every one of them. There was not one sangha where I could say this person really got it and given it. So we had to be, because it already was in the beginning, had to actually demonstrate of somebody that actually has got it and giving it. See? And then when you're convinced, because if you stick around, you'll see, of course we got it. Of course we're giving it. Oh, that's it. You'll just get a eureka moment and you'll realize, oh my God, that's Krishna. He gives you the intelligence that these other people renouncing, big time renunciation, a lot of times. Big austerities, everything, they don't get the intelligence, but you do, because Krishna decided to give it to you. He somehow sees that you're a good candidate for this. And then you help them because they think that's the right path to it, but this is this is the right path. This is the pure right path. See? This is the way you get it instead of many lifetimes, you can get it in this lifetime, deliverance into Vrindavan. Okay? Because this is the will of God. See the perfection of Jesus' prayer. Thy will be done on earth as it is. When they say heaven, not conclusive enough. That's not not that level of will. No, thy will be done on earth as it is in Garden of Eden or Vrindavan, which is just represents closeness.
Spiritual world.
Yeah, spiritual world, closeness with the transcendental Lord. See? So we're doing that. That's here. This is where you'll get that closeness. And it's so good, and as you're starting to realize more of this, you realize, oh wow, man, the illusion just clears, just gone. And you realize, wow, it's all about this. So even if you were self-realized, you would want to be here, but so few people are. That self-realized level, like you'll see, if they're really self-realized, and they come from a scholarship position, they would just naturally come here. And they will, you'll see. Whatever happened when Lord Caitanya was here, great scholars came to him. Great fools came to him. Everybody came to him. Why? Because he represented the highest truth. Well, the Lord is really here now, again. And you'll see all kinds of varieties of people coming here. When the Lord is here with his real devotees, the real Bhagavatam is here in a living form, which people got to see. They got to learn the Bhagavatam by example. Of an example of somebody where the Lord is actually living inside them, making them these verses. Look, you guys are becoming the verses. See, that means you're in the real place. You're not being misdirected, right? You're getting the desired result. What's the desired result of Krishna consciousness? It's so high, people can't believe it or can't even think about it. That's really, but we're reviving that. The purpose of Krishna consciousness, the highest result of it, is love's ultimate goal. Chapter 23, love of Krishna, love of God, devotional mellows. See, that's here. This is the only practical way to achieve it, is around those who've achieved it. That was why the Holy Spirit was given. They achieved the Holy Spirit by going the right path that God wanted. They were given the intelligence, even though they were fishermen, to go to Jesus. They went to Jesus, heard from him, got purified, Holy Spirit arose. There's no quicker path. The Pharisees probably are still, many of them are Pharisees, simply because they didn't believe in Jesus, or they don't believe in their followers. They're still on the Wailing Wall. Woo, God, when are you going to come? Just like people leaving here. They all go on the Wailing Wall. Oh, when are you going to be merciful to me, my other guru? I left that bogus Gaur Hari Das, and now I'm on the Wailing Wall. Oh, when will you be merciful to me and give me love of God? See? Because they got bamboozled by Maya. We're not wailing. Well, we wail in a different way. We wail with joy. We're whales of love of Krishna here, especially that Lalita and Johan. They're whales. You want a boatload of wealth, man? Go over them, man. Ever see whales in the ocean, man? They're big, man. Yeah, they take in a lot of fish too, They have big appetites.
It's a good vine. It's a good true vine.
Yeah, in Krishna consciousness, like in Bitcoin, they talk about the whales. The whales are guys, they're always so proud. They got all this money and they buy a whole bunch of Bitcoin, right? If you get one Bitcoin, you're really lucky. They got thousands of Bitcoins, that means they have billions of dollars, and they're big whales, see, they're big whales. See? So, and everybody respects that. Oh, the big whales, Yeah. But that's all material. Here, we're big whales with bhakti, man. See? This is the value. You should come with the big whales, man. This is where you're going to get it, man. This is where, see, the big whales have a lot of money. They have a lot of currency, a lot of current. See, they have a lot of energy, a lot of potency, a lot of true wealth, right? Well, not true wealth. So that's what they are, but they become misers. They won't even give you a farthing. Whatever you have, they want to take away because why? They're the servants of Maya. That's the way Maya works. She makes you selfish and self-centered. And then often, sometimes there's really good people, but there's a lot of the demons now. They appear to be philanthropists. I'll tell you that Bill Gates wouldn't even give you a dime if he wasn't going to make a profit off of it. He only appears, oh, look at me, and you don't know on the backside. That's but the way Maya works. She's a servant of Maya. Yeah, of course he has his place. He's in the pastimes of depopulation, program. See, Lord, we're all doing the Lord's program. Well, you can't get out of it, man. You might as well surrender to this program. It's the best. That one's a lot of suffering. The poor guy is probably going to go through a lot of stuff, But you never know. You never know. Some of the biggest demons were actually the Lord's servants who came in that position. So you don't know what's exactly, who's who in this world. Klaus Schwab might be Jai and Vijay, one of those, who knows? That's what I learned from the Bhagavatam. It teaches the ultimate end of truth. The demigods wanted to kill Prahlad in the womb. See, because they thought that he was going to be a demon like his father. And the Lord said, no, this is, or Lord Brahma, see, he's a pure devotee, he knows Bhagavatam, he knows these things. And people here, you can know the Bhagavatam if you listen to these talks. I know the Bhagavatam because of all this mercy getting. And if you listen here, you learn the real Bhagavatam. You learn a better version of it than you would get it from even the illustrious Radhanath or Acharya Dev even. See? Because this is that special knowledge, the revelation knowledge that comes from prema worship.
Yeah.
The best. Telling you guys should all come here. Listen, Acharya Dev and Radhanath, if you come here, you'll be exquisite gurus. You would actually deliver prema to your disciples and be glorified forever and not just in this life. See, that's just pious and impious stuff. You know how that's so? Because if you're not in the truth, that means you cannot be really purified. See, if you're not a real guru who can actually, in the Krishna consciousness movement, and you can't deliver your disciples, there's some fault in that, right? There's something you got to pay for. You misdirected people. And then maybe you directed people okay and something. So there's some goodie. You'll get some heaven out of that. You believe in Prabhupada's books and all of that. See? But you're not really the real representative and not transcendentally situated, because if you were, you would be free of karma. You would get the result of the Bhagavatam, which is love of God and takes you out of the hands of Yamaraj. See? This is how this works. It's in the deed, man. If you're being used by Krishna and you're protected by Krishna and his devotees. Okay? But if you're out of alignment, like you're a false guru, false acharya, well, you need to be purified more. So this is how it's done. You got to kill the false ego. This is part of the work. I mean, you never know. Maybe some of them will listen in this life and they'll be delivered, and they'll deliver so many of their disciples. Truly, this is the truth, man. It really is. Yeah, go ahead there, Lily.
They don't give the most important books to their devotees. Chaitanya Charitamrita, it's all about Bhagavad Gita and then a little bit Srimad Bhagavatam, but instead of teachings about the mercy first.
Yeah. Well, they left that. Yeah, see, they left that for us because they can't. See, you can't just get it from the book unless you got it. See? So you need to get it from a devotee who is the book. See, this is one of the teachings of the book, Chaitanya Charitamrita, chapter 1 on spiritual master. By the action of the book Bhagavat, see, Chaitanya Charitamrita and the devotee Bhagavat. Love of Krishna is transferred into the heart of the devotee. See? So they need both, and that's why they fall short in that way.
Yeah, but the fact that I am in your Sangha, that I'm following you, is because Freddy read Chaitanya Charitamrita. And he recognized this person, this guru is special, because he read the books. Even if he was not an ecstatic devotee, still there was something in his head. While all those others, while all those others say, no, I'm not that guru Hari. But Freddy said, no. And that's why we all are here. Jan, Johan, me, Francis, Rade, Freddy himself.
Well, you see, that's another thing. Again, there's a lot of these twists. So Freddy, I don't think he was believed in any of these gurus. He probably was believing more in Prabhupada. So that's the mercy. See, in that association, a lot of stuff will be hidden. See, so that's even for myself. When I got out of the association of the Vaidhi Bhaktas who have these like twisted contaminations, in ISKCON, they're teaching that false gurus are the real gurus, that many are the hypocrites, pedophiles, and all that stuff. That's a contamination, man. How are you going to really advance? They're very hard. So for me, when I left, I got better understanding. Because then when I got with Prabhupada's books, I got more of the understanding directly. So I'm sure that happened with Freddie, because when you're not believing in that association, then you have a better chance because there's no block. It's, what it's similar to? It's similar to when the Middle Ages, when the Catholics who are materially motivated, like many of these people in ISKCONs and all of that, these gurus, very materially covered. So they're with Jesus, these Catholics and the popes and all that, very materially motivated. They wouldn't let people read the Bible directly. They wanted people to go through them, and that contaminated people who agreed to that. But there was one guy who wanted to print the Bible and just give out the book to people. At that time, it was the Vatican, man. You had to go through them. Even to this day, it shows you this is the root of that darkness, is this Vatican thing. See? So it's like this. Whenever the real associate of the Lord, like Jesus, appeared, the illusion appears also side by side. See, and so the same thing, when Krishna appeared, Pundraka appeared, the false Krishna. When the real guru appears, the false gurus appear. Okay? So it's just kind of how it is. And so better to be, and this is why Prabhupada taught, even he says, it's better, like when his guru left, he said this was wrong see, this is what I keep saying. If you jump at guru, you'll be contaminated badly. There was a guy who was a devotee of Bhakti Siddhanta. It was what was his name? Ananta Vasudeva. The guy was a good devotee, but not a real devotee yet. He was a Brahmin, and he was a follower of Lord Caitanya of Bhakti Siddhanta. He memorized the whole Bhagavatam. See? But he made one big mistake. He accepted to be voted in as an acharya after Bhakti Siddhanta left. Acharya means this is a big thing. So anyway, he took the position as an acharya because they voted him. They said, well, we need somebody to fill the position of acharya. How do you fill it? It's like saying, we need somebody to fill the position of Jesus Christ. That's what you're saying. You can't vote in a Jesus Christ. You can't vote in a bona fide spiritual master. They arise by the will of Krishna. So they voted this guy in. He got so contaminated, man. He became a big tyrant. bizarre things happened, man. He married a prostitute. And then he had a son, you know, and the prostitute, the son, when it started growing up, said, you know, this is something not right here. Actually, it was kind of an honest son, and started to expose his mother actually to the father, or wanted to, and she poisoned the son. This isn't Vaishnavism. This is where the kind of stuff that happens when you jump the gun. You become worse than even a bhakta. You do things often that even bhaktas wouldn't do. That's why you see we have so many pedophiles. Not only in ISKCON we had pedophiles, still they praise them some and keep them as respectable gurus. Pedophiles. My God. You know, people
Pope
who
does the same.
rape
Catholic
children.
Church, they protect those priests.
They
Those
protect
pedophile
them.
priests, they are protected.
Yeah, even like, you know, they give like a lot of like Radhanath and all this. And I mean, you know, this all kinds of stuff is going. When Bhakti, what is it? His Shiksha guru died, and he was a pedophile. Yeah, a big pedophile, put in jail, everything, you know, and murderer, all kinds of weird shit, man. The guy paid obeisances, you know, and all that. And that's your leaders now. I mean, you know, this is ridiculous. Anybody that got close to these persons, you know, when they get close, then you start to see what they're really like. They get contaminated. They might even start out sincere and nice, but as soon as you jump into these positions of the ultimate opulence in this world is to be guru. It really is. To be a spiritual master that appears to deliver their disciples. To take worship is the ultimate poison. And if you're not like Shiva and empowered by who Shiva was powered by, you will be taken down. Prabhupada was never taken down because he was a real guru. See? And so that's how it works here. That's why this flies here. You see people's bhakti increases here, right? It's not decreasing. You're not becoming weird. And the weird people leave, right? If they get weird and they become wannabes, they go. Krishna kicks them out. He's the doorman here, just like with Bali Maharaj. Yeah, I got like Bali Maharaj. I've attained my Lord like Bali Maharaj did. So my Lord protects me. Even here, he protects you, he protects me. If there's people who have a bad heart or something, he'll search it out and find them and get rid of them. A lot of times they die, you know, if they're really bad. They die. I've had, you know, one guy came in, he was just wanted to pollute everything he wanted to take this energy here and become a big guru. And so he tried it, and I consciously, I said, you got to leave. I'm sorry. You know. And another guy was just really bad. And, you know, it started out kind of nice, but then he got this desire to be a big guru, you know, and all this. And I didn't even kick him. Well, I don't know. It was just, he was really where I said, listen, you better stay a little distant. And but he died. He committed suicide. This other guy died prematurely. Just got Krishna is like, hey man, he wants to give the ultimate here, and so he wants to keep it clean here, right? Keep it clean. So he's the doorman here. A lot of times I don't have to do anything, and he'll search it out. You know? Because I know when contamination is here, I feel it in my heart. And some, if people don't reveal it, you know, sometimes it's in here. It's a sinister force, and I feel it in here. There's something wrong, man, and it's not easy to identify because it's subtle, you know. Prabhupada was feeling stuff like that in his movement. He said, "There's a sinister force here, you know, working in here." You know. But anyway, Krishna's protecting us, and it's wonderful. And he'll protect anybody. You come here with the right motive that you want this closeness with God, there's no reason that you won't get it. So many are getting it here. Right, Tom? Isn't that what you want? You want more of this? Yeah. So, yeah. So, my dear girls, understanding that simply for my sake, you had rejected the authority of worldly opinion of the Vedas and of your relatives. See, worldly opinion of the Vedas. See, the Vedas are speaking, basically on Vaidhi, giving that level of teachings and talking about the external bhakti. See, so Krishna represents internal bhakti. That's why you have to meet a devotee who represents internal bhakti. Not only just a devotee who represents internal bhakti, but doesn't express it much. See? Krishna was expressive, right? In Vrindavan, he was expressing himself. People saw the beauty of Krishna. The beauty of Krishna is this ecstatic bliss, is these truths. This book, these truths here, is the beauty of Krishna. Beautiful truths, beautiful Bhagavatam. See, if that's why we preach here, you see, we preach that beauty, the beauty of ecstatic devotion of Radha. That's devotion. And the beauty of these conceptions glorifying the absolute truth that come from devotion. Whoever gives up, even gurus who are just on that level of intellectual study of the Vedas, and they say, like the wives of the Brahmins, you know what their gurus said? They were Brahmins. Just like there might be Brahmin types out there. The wives of the Brahmins said, or the Brahmins said to their wives, don't go to the cowherd boys. Why? Because we're your gurus. You see the Vedas, da, 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 da. It says, don't ever leave your guru. You got to serve your guru. We're your husbands, but we're also your gurus. Don't you see we're Brahmins? You're just peons. You're nobodies. Your duty is to serve. You're less intelligent, right? Smaller brain. You do this. Don't go to the cowherd boys. See, so the wives of the Brahmins said, no, our hearts are attracted to the cowherd boys. The Krishna gave them the intelligence to act rightly, pure rightly. So went to the cowherd boys, which are the ecstatic devotees like the devotees here. No difference. No difference. If you were there in Vrindavan 5,000 years ago and you saw those devotees, they would look like Lalita and Johan and others. They're crying for Krishna. When they chant Krishna's name, they become ecstatic. They laugh. They cry. They choke up. So those wives went there. See? So unless devotees, if you know who you are, you really following Krishna is to follow the real path taught by the real devotee when they're teaching it, which we are now. I'm teaching you real Bhagavatam. If you don't do this, then you're not understanding the Bhagavatam. Your gurus can't teach you this because they're in the position of those Brahmins or sannyasis in the Varnashram system, acting like gurus. But the real guru is the ecstatic devotee giving you this truth. You show me a Bhagavatam conception more clear than this that gets people, that shows you the royal road to Vrindavan. Even in this life, you follow what I just said here. You follow the ecstatic devotees, which are right here, then you're following the path of the wives of the Brahmins who got ecstatic love like that and came back and humbled their husbands, the Brahmins, just like Gaur Das, and you guys are coming back and humbling the Vaidhi Bhaktas, because after a while, they've been reading some of these books and it sinks in Fie on us, like the Brahmin said. When they saw love of Krishna, they finally relented and said, fie on us, look at us doing all our rituals and our Vaidhi stuff. And they got love of God simply by going to the ecstatic devotees, the ecstatic cowherd boys. That's that same example right here. I'm preaching the real Bhagavatam. If you understand what has been said right here, you found the real path to Vrindavan. Is the real conception of the Bhagavatam, man. Sheds on the clear light, man. The clear path. You're redirected, not misdirected by all that stuff. You know, that's your obstacles out there. So whoever does that, you're now in the mood of the gopis. My dear gopis, that verse will pertain to you. My dear gopis, you've given up even your relative scolding like Lalita did. Oh, what are you doing there? You're not supposed, you should become normal again. You're crazy, blah, blah, right? See, that's gopi mentality. She gave that up to be with crazy Gohari. And others also, they, you know, and or the Vedas, you know, these people preaching Vaidhi and pujas and ceremonies and external worship. Don't go for the Goraharis. No, don't go to them. And matter of fact, don't you see? Look at my speculations on the Bhagavatam. It says you never leave your guru. No, you don't leave this kind of guru. Of course not. Prabhupada said you never leave your bhakti guru. That's what we got here is real bhakti. But you definitely leave the gurus who have no bhakti yet, even though they act like they got something. Just like Bali Maharaj. See, always the same path. I'm teaching the real path, the real Bhagavatam here. Bali Maharaj, take his example. He left his guru who could raise dead bodies, but he couldn't raise the bodies, the dead bodies that we raise here. See, everybody's a walking dead body to me unless ecstatic devotion and prema awakens in them. That's the way the real associates of Lord Caitanya look at the world. People are dead until they got the only meaning of advancing in spiritual life is Lord Caitanya, right? Isn't that verse? He's the only meaning. You need to get that to get meaning, to get Lord Caitanya in you. Then you have real meaning in life. You'll see it. Just like he sees it. You'll see what he sees because you're a real intimate servant of the Lord who knows it. He shows it to you. Ye shall know the truth. Go on hearing, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free. See, it's true. It's real. It works. Of course it works. It's the royal yoga, man. This is, you can give up all these other yogas and do this yoga. I mean, do hatha yoga if you want a good body. It's okay. It's good to have a healthy body. But don't think that's going to deliver you. You could be the perfect pretzel former, you know. Put your body in all those pretzels. You're still not delivered unless you come to a place like this. And who knows when you'll see a place like this for the Vaishnavas, you know. Or anybody, you know. If Krishna gives you the good intelligence, purified, you'll come here because this is smart. Only smart people come here. This is for smart people. And nobody's got smarts to come here unless Krishna gives it, unless he draws them. You can't be intelligent enough yet. You know, proof is the great scholars in ISKCON and Gaudiya Smriti Gaudama, they can't come here. And this is the place to be delivered. Krishna has to give you a special intelligence, like he gave Fanny, right? Like he gave everybody coming here. We're very lucky, right? So we pass that luck forward. How you do that? You just reveal the truth. Truth will set people free, right? Did I say any lies here? Or is this the best Bhagavatam explanation you've heard to date? I know I got to shine my little badge. I know it's good. But I can't do it on my own. It's because Krishna I got that guy. He's close, so therefore I can speak. Otherwise, alone, I'd be just like a flute on a shelf. You know, you ever see these flutes on the shelf? You don't hear any sound, right? It's just sitting up there. You don't even know what the flute sounds like until it's played, right? That's the secret with these imitation flutes. You still don't know what a flute sounds like because you haven't heard Krishna's flute yet. Krishna's flute, when you hear it, you hear the real Bhagavatam. That's Krishna's flute. That's why you need a devotee Bhagavat, Krishna's flute, to speak that. And you hear the real song of the Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Leela and even Bhagavad Gita. Otherwise, you still haven't heard Krishna's flute. What do you think Krishna's flute is? Well, let me hear some material sound out there. Yeah, someday I'm going to hear Krishna's flute. Hey, you're hearing Krishna's flute here. This is Krishna's flute. Conclusive truth, ecstatic devotion, man. What a great song that is, huh? There's no better song in this whole universe. Even the demigods want. They're hankering to hear a song like that. Well, they have to come here to hear such a song. Yeah. Make your mood down and how you think is important, so better have no thoughts. Well, not no thoughts. When you're purified, you have thoughts about Krishna. You get revelations and you relish that. You become even more ecstatic. Okay? So you get, Krishna's mind. Our minds in the Maya are full of material thoughts. They're very weighty. See? Krishna's thoughts are they're the ephemeral, but very spiritual, truly spiritual. Wow. Boy, even Bitcoin is really like skyrocketing. It's like a rocket. We must be doing something auspicious here because even Bitcoin's going up. Krishna's pleased. Wow, that's amazing.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Okay, we're back. Isn't that I love these verses. They're so deep, and they're all connected. You know what I like about the Krishna consciousness? There's so many connections with verses. They're just like they're all part of Krishna's transcendental web. It's kind of everything is interoperable and connected. It's just Krishna, you got me, man. I ain't going anywhere, man. You're just too good. Just getting better all the time, man. I just want to share this now with people. Try to convince them somehow they're with flowers or with lightning bolts. I don't know, whatever works. Whatever will get people into this association and to see how real it is. You stay around, and then you see when you find reality, then you can distinguish it from illusion. But when you only in illusion, you can't distinguish reality, because you got to be steeped in the reality long enough to have perspective, to see the relationship. See, that's the idea. See, the one eye thing, and this is why there's hope for the demons even. See, they only have this reality, the one eye, right? They only see things from Lucifer. See, this gives you balanced perception. And this is, when you see through two eyes, that's Bhagavatam. See, you see the Maya, you see Maya Tattva, which is Lucifer, basically, and how Lucifer works in a twisted way. Twisted God, basically that's God in a twisted form. And then you see how the good and the bad work. And then you see how the transcendental works. See, there you go. And now you got better than two eyes, because you got these, you see what's going on here with the two in good and evil. And you also see what's going on with the spiritual eye of devotion. See, that's another eye. See? That whole point of Bhagavatam is to awaken your spiritual perception. See? Your relationship with the transcendental Lord, and get that, out of this consciousness. There's no hope really for people to get out of this Maya except through the narrow gate. That's the devotee and their preaching of these truths. You see how Jesus was so authoritative? So by his own example, he was that person. He preached some level of truth. He didn't go all the way. He even said, I have more to tell you. What does that mean? He didn't expose everything. But Lord Caitanya and his real devotees expose everything. So, I acted as I did only to increase your attachment to me, even when I removed myself from your sight by suddenly disappearing. I never stopped loving you. Therefore, my beloved gopis, please do not harbor any bad feelings towards me, your beloved.
Is this chapter 21, Guru Maharaj?
No, this is chapter, what is this chapter here? Chapter 32.
Oh, I thought you... Okay.
No, chapter 32. Yeah, I was always reading this. Text number 21. So even when I removed myself from your sight by suddenly disappearing, I never stopped loving you. So that happens, in our journey. So sometimes devotees get discouraged when it seems like Krishna removes himself from our sight. But that increases our attachment because he gave us a taste. Yeah. See, and we need that. We need motivation. This is part of the dance. See, we're here to dance with the transcendental Lord forever. That's part of the dance. And there's a step, part of the purification of that. Sometimes when he removes himself, which is usually the Maya removes, and you feel it burning up in that sense. See, so it burns up the obstacles. And then they're more playful obstacles as you advance. It's not like, it's like a jatila obstacle. It enhances the pastime. But there's an intermittent phase where you feel like burning in the heart really bad, sometimes. And like, where's Krishna? You feel like, River went through a stage like that. I think are you coming out of that stage there, River, more? Where it's better now. Before it was like really pronounced, like a big cloud comes and you almost lose faith even, because we just need more. See, and then the cloud dissipate, get more experience with Krishna. See? More experience of what that's like. See? And then it becomes more solid, and then the Maya becomes less solid. It becomes more pervious. You can penetrate easier. And it gets easier. It's just great. The whole thing is fantastic. And you know what? I think I'm going to leave a little bit earlier because I have to attend to some duties now. Plus, I talked out anyway. Give us a word, River. We'll do some ending things here.
You have to go through the clouds in order to. You have to see the healing. If you don't see the healing, then you don't know what the healing will be. You don't know what it's going to be. You have to go through the clouds to understand yourself, that you're in that process, you're in that place. It's like you're saying, you cannot jump to a certain place because then you're missing big chunks out, and you're not walking the solid path. So you have to go through the healing, and you have to see it to resolve it. So to be resolved as well, and then you can actually be in that place of surrender because you're seeing it yourself, and you can be in that place of surrender, vulnerability, whatever you want to call it, and you can receive the healing, and you can allow the Krishna, to be the doer and not fight, not fight. The false ego is going to do everything it can to stay alive, and it will fight and fight and fight. And mine's done that a lot. And I'm not saying it doesn't do that still. It does, but one can see it quickly and can move away from those reactions instead of being proactive in what Krishna wants to bring to the table at that point in that experience. And then you can move on, and there is that grown up. And you've kind of been like, you've taught us what a real mother and father is. You've brought us to that real relationship, because we've been coming and eventually hearing and seeing with two eyes and not with just one eye, and seeing the depth of who you are, what you have brought to us, and the bond that you have created for us by being here with you in an experience with you, and giving that time with you, and being able to see through the eyes that you see, have those same realizations as an individual, authentic personality as well. So you brought everything to the table for us individually. What we need is just for us, on how eager we are, and how much we want this. I know I really wanted it, because I never really wanted too much here. Conditioning, yes, but that's inevitable. Conditioning is here, but no, the strength of the conditioning, the power that comes from you has smashed that, and it's your power, the power, that vibration, that is the God vibration that is missing from us, moves everything out the way for us, and plays the game. In fact, Maharaj plays the game for us, because it is a game, and plays the game for us, and fills in the gaps for us, and it's getting like that more and more. So staying here and being here with you together, you have brought our real spiritual relationship with our spiritual father to us. And if you don't come, you'll never see it. If you come in and out, you're just missing out on so much. Staying with you, look at Tom, and how we've just been watching his journey of becoming more and more ecstatic in front of our eyes. We've seen it evolve. How much more reassurance and reality and absolute truth, well, we always need it, Maharaj, because like Maya, she just comes in. But yeah,
could you imagine trying to do this without this kind of association?
I've been trying to, Maharaj. The little things that I know with counseling and how to deal with yourself as a person, nowhere near. I haven't got what you have bought. You've bought the power that I didn't need to try to do it myself like that, because the power of the Lord within you has done it. It's done that.
That's what the Lord's trying to do, is to show you his power. He shows it to me, and we, this is to pass it forward, to pay it forward. because his power, being a empowered spiritual master is a big thing, because it's the Lord's power the devotee's working with, and they just transmit it. That's why it goes so fast. Most people don't have that kind of closeness with the Lord. So through those devotees, it's special. You get a special mercy, a special quickening of your evolution. That's what the Lord's trying to teach here, That's what he taught through Jesus. He just chose a carpenter and he said, I want to show you how I work. I work through the simple people. You notice the ones who come here, like Amy and Fanny, good examples. They're just simple persons, and they're so grateful. The Lord is giving himself, and they're very happy to have the Lord. That's their witness, to people, saying, you don't have to be anything special. Oh, look at me, I ain't anything special. But the Lord is giving this specialness, his specialness. I appreciate it. I'm very grateful for his. I want to surrender more to that. I'm trusting the Lord more. I also have to walk and learn to trust God again, because Maya, that form of his in darkness, is just always cheating us. It's just what she does. Maya is always like that. See, you notice Maya is, I notice I refer to as a woman. See, always cheating us. A lot of people, they're even practically, a lot of people don't want to get married anymore. A lot of men don't want to get married anymore because the women are cheating them like big time, take all their money away and everything. They work their heart off and everything, and then the wife divorces them. It takes all the money. So a lot of men are finally getting a little smart. See? So Maya is like a lady. See, she's a spirit. See, you go for a woman because of emotions, right? You want that woman. So I got good news for you guys who've been cheated by that woman out there, the Maya. And you feminists too, you're cheated in the same way. So get this woman, man. Go for her. You'll never be cheated. See? She'll cheat you out of illusion. That's what she does for us. She's cheated me out of the illusion. She made me more and more desirous and hankering after Krishna's name, pastimes. See? So we just got to transfer that. Here in this vibration association, you can make the transference. See? Otherwise, Maya, that is like a lady. See, you need it's a spirit too, the spirit, these are spirits, these material feelings. This is also spirit. Devotional spirit is feelings. These feelings are our prized possession. Why? Because they're Krishna's prized possession.
Hey, TUI. Whoops.
And he's given us that understanding. Okay, Tom, you give us a word here.
Yes. This Mahamaya, she's a pollutive spirit. She's polluting, and it's like a veil. She is distorting our real vision. So when we pierce through that, we shoot a hole into that Maya, into that veil, then we can see again. We can see the original, the background, the beyond, the eternal happiness, whereas the eternal happiness, not the superficial, temporary.
Yeah.
We can pierce through and attune ourselves and make contact with that, communicate with that. We can hear, listen, and dance. Ultimately, it's a dance, I feel. Not dancing with Mahamaya, but dancing with the source of Mahamaya, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Whoa. Come on. Yeah. So yeah, I finished.
Oh, good. Hey, thanks, Tom. Lalita, of course you have nothing to say.
No, I can't add anything anymore. I thought if he asked me first, I would say maybe Tom first, But now it's only one most important thing, that you can't go back to Godhead without a guru. It is impossible.
Yeah.
It is impossible. Without a guru from whom prema emanates, he will take you out of darkness. And that's going back to Godhead. Being taken out of that darkness is going back to Godhead. That's how you go to the light. So
you can stay in this universe, it doesn't matter, because Maya, Maya knows her game, and Maya's game, because Krishna's informed us. You become intelligent. See, devotees, we're here to become devotees who understand the Lord's energies. That's why there's Maya Tattva, the truth about Maya, and Rasa Tattva, Krishna Tattva, Gora Tattva, truth about Gora, truth about Krishna, Radha Tattva, all kinds of truths. And they're known to those who become liberated by the proper path. Yeah, we've got it. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah. What we can continue to do is to witness, continued witnessing. That's all.
That's it. Yeah, just share the, that's sharing the light, because people don't see this light. They're seeing the lights of people in various levels of illusion. They're looking at all these reflections of illusions. And here, show us a clearer light than this. This is very clear, man. We're reflecting also, like we're having our Sadhu Sangha. People watch, right? What are they watching? A clear version of truth. Some will accept, some won't, but everybody gets purified just by contact. Yeah, it is, it may dredge stuff up. They don't even know. Why am I so angry? So many times I've seen that. Why am I just angry? Or you chant Hare Krishna down the street, and somebody, they look like this. Why are they like that? You're getting purified. Got to acquire a taste for this. Yeah. Okay, so let's play a Fanny song and go. I got some practical things. Bitcoin is flying up the yin yang here. Okay, let's see. Fanny song.
He would go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Hari-bo, Hari-bo. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Hari-bo, Hari-bo.
¿Ya tienes tu tarjeta de débito DIN? La tarjeta DIN no es un plástico más, es una herramienta para que lo...
He has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare